Hello, good afternoon. I'm Ayan Sugatan, and I will be hosting your webinar this afternoon. You are attending our ESCOF MPC membership orientation webinar, and I'm together with our general manager of our MPC Cooperative, uh, Ma'am Jillian Pasyente, and later on with our board member, uh, Mrs. Marivic Catalogo, which is also the chairman for the education committee. So I'm welcoming you all to our little webinar this afternoon. I hope we'll be organizing the things that we need to talk about all throughout the webinar. So from time to time, I will be pausing for a while because some of our members will be coming into the webinar. So lucky for you, you are the ones who are here right now. And then I hope that uh, you'll be joining us for the whole duration of the afternoon. A little reminder, after the webinar, please stay for a while so that you can actually fill up the form, the Google form that I'll be sending on the text box for your attendance. So make sure to log in because what's this? Click on the link and fill up the details for the attendance so that that will be the basis of your the certificates that will be issuing you. The details are there on the forms. So after the webinar, please on your link on your chat box later on, please fill up the form, the Google form that will be sending. Okay, so shall we start our pre-membership webinar? So our this is our cooperative. It's called ISCOF-SEC Multipurpose Cooperative, and we had a CDA registration number 9520-0600-5860. So our vision for our cooperative is to become as a primary cooperative created to sustain and enhance its resources and services for the socioeconomic development of the members through outstanding management, cooperative, and research in order to create a sound and customer-focused service. So our vision is to provide a responsive and efficient service to the clients or to the members, which promotes the progressive development of its resources, cultivate positive values, and to exert greater efforts in the transformation of the quality of life of the members. So the purpose of our cooperative is to encourage thrift and saving. So this is the primary goal of being a member of our cooperative, to save among members. That means to say that later on, we'll be providing you with the details of the one of the requirements of being a member of the cooperative is to have a savings account. So number 2 is to generate funds and extend credit to the members for productive and provident purposes. So not only with the savings, but one aspect of the cooperative is to extend credit to members. Okay. Number 3 is to encourage among members systematic production and marketing. And number 4 is to provide goods and services and other requirements to the members. Now, the concepts and principles of the cooperative is governed by Republic Act 9520, which says a cooperative is an autonomous and duly registered association of persons with a common bond of interest to have voluntarily joined together to achieve their social, economic, and cultural needs and aspirations by making equitable contributions to the capital required, so patronizing their products and services and accepting a fair share of the risk and benefits of the undertaking in accordance with universally accepted cooperative principles. Being in a cooperative is we have cooperation, and cooperation means it is an act of working together towards an end. Now, derivatively, cooperative is a form of business that thrives on the strength in numbers. So it is autonomous association of persons united voluntarily to meet their common economic and social needs and aspirations through a jointly owned and democratic controlled enterprise. So the keyword there is strength in numbers. For the cooperative principle, these are based on the values of self-help, self-responsibility, equity, and solidarity. So in the tradition of their founders, cooperative members believe in ethical values of honesty, openness, social responsibility, and caring for others. So that's mainly our principle. Our cooperative is consist of the board of directors, and our chairman as of this time is Dr. Salvador Cibaliano Jr. Our vice chairman is Mrs. Marvic F. Catalogo. Then we are governed by the members, which are Dr. Rosie Isliasos, Dr. Emeline Ligasan, and Dr. Noel Hinturo. So for committee officers, for a while. Okay, let me admit, Anay, some of the people who are entering our webinar right now. Oh, may bata sa likod ko. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So we are also governed by these committee officers. We have audit committee, which mostly comprise of the persons responsible for the audit. Inventory committee. These are the persons involved in the inventory, especially in our store. The credit committee, which these persons are responsible for checking the credit of each member. And then the election committee, which functions every year. They are the ones responsible for electing officers of our cooperative. Then education committee, which I belong. These are our job is to inform pre-membership, give pre-membership webinars to members who are joining our cooperative, and we are also functioning as the information dissemination committee, which discusses information among committees and support each committee. Then we have ethics committee and mediation committee. These are somewhat similar committees, pero ethics are most likely which involves settlement among members, while the mediation is the one who's giving the authority to fix things within the organization. And the newest committee is the gender and development. So this makes sure that our cooperative is basically following gender equality and functionality among members. So these are the 8 committees on our cooperative. For the support staff, these are the full-time people which mostly running our cooperative. So it is divided into 2. We have the office and the cafeteria. So what can you see in the office is our general manager, our bookkeeper, our treasurer, and our loan processor. Now, our office is found at the Bagsakan building in front of the education building when you enter the gate of our school. No? So you cannot miss the office. It's there on the left side at Bagsakan Center. The other one is the cafeteria, which is located, at the below at the first floor of the SOM building. And what can you see there is our cashier, our sales clerk, and our cooks. So I think we have 2 cashiers, which also serves as a sales clerk also. So more or less we have 3 people, and then 2 gentlemen who are our cooks at the canteen. Okay, so far so good. Let me pause for a while. And do you have any questions so far? Okay, let me check. Somebody is knocking on our door. Okay, I have to admit, Mrs. Catalogo, before we discuss the classification of membership. Okay, ma'am, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, ma'am.
Sino
Okay,
po
we are
ba?
now. Yes, ma'am.
Sino pag nag-join ka natin? Wala
Uh,
ka?
ang so far, ma'am, ang ano lang, ma'am, ang staff natin sa school. I don't know with from Dingle, ma'am. Maybe they're going to come in lang siguro later on, or I don't know what happened on why they are late, ma'am. But more or less, our from the staff from our school are mostly joined us this afternoon.
Pila sila? Pila?
Right now we are actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 people, ma'am. 10 people including me sa session natin for this. 11, ma'am. 11 people.
Okay.
Oh, and then for one, Sir Cesar Pabilona told me this afternoon ang sa ano bala chat box that they are joining man nga tatlo sanda ma'am sa isa lang ka phone. Pero later on make sure lang gid sir na you have to fill up individually lang karon sir sa attendance ha. Hindi pwedeng isa lang kamo ka phone pero ang attendance ninyo isa lang man. So please later on in your attendance you can please what's this you have to check your attendance individually later on. I will link the forms, the Google Forms here at the chat box. So before we end our session. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am,
Thank
we
you,
are
sir.
now. You're welcome, sir. Ma'am, we are now on classification of membership. Bago lang, ma'am. We just finished the board of directors or the primary information regarding our cooperative.
Vision, tapos na ni?
Yes. We are now on the classification of membership. Okay, shall we proceed? Before we proceed, let me ask, do you have any questions, guys? So far, so good? Okay. Okay, ang bulk ka questions malang siguro, it will start right now. The topics for that you wanted to have to ask questions, I think, will be starting now from the classification of membership onwards. So please, listen attentively, and if you have any queries, you can actually raise your hand or probably interfere or speak in the before you speak, just raise your hand, Anay, so that I can what's this kind I can give you the floor so that you can ask your question. Okay, so shall we go on the classification of membership? Okay, let me read the rationale. So classification is it is the identification, the naming and grouping of the member of an organization into a formal system of references, and that the ISCOF-SEC MPC members will be classified so that the management may be able to easily facilitate whatever benefit a particular member deserves. Now, we have the MIGs or the members in good standing. So these are the criteria on how to be MIGs. Okay?
Yan.
So,
Yan.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sa kategory arita before tawag criteria. Wala ka da. Screen mo.
Criteria, I think sa karon paborbay, ma'am. Sa piyak.
Category. Wala sa slide mo.
Guidelines, ma'am, general guidelines for the implementation.
Category of membership ay sa slide mo. Doon mo ni aton kuan kag. Ay wala.
Why, ma'am?
Ay.
Base later on, ma'am, sa topic pa na i-discuss man gyapon guro, ma'am.
Hindi, before sang kuan. Diri sa kuan ko is we have first the category of membership, then criteria for it to become mixed.
I see.
Asa regular man na sa? Ako na be. Amo na lang niya ang category ano din ta criteria sa mix amo na before that kada may sa slide mo na mo.
Oo.
Why?
Why, ma'am?
Sige. Category of membership. Duha man lang niya. Category of membership, we have the regular members and associate members, no? So, ang regular members are those members with a CBU of 20,000 in the app and a member in good standing. They have the right to vote and to be voted. The title of the rights and privileges as determined by the policies set by the board. Na siya. Pero, ang associate members niya, those new members, no? Amo na sila, kung mag-join sila, they will be categorized or they will be categorized as associate members lang anay sanda. Before ka mag-regular, you'll be kung bago ka lang mag-join sa cooperative, ang imong classification is associate members, no? Those new members with a CBU of 5,000 to 19,999. You have no right to vote nor to be voted upon and shall be entitled only such rights and privileges as laws may provide. They could become regular member after 2 years if they could met the qualification requirement to become a regular member. That is, they should be members in good standing. Ano na lang siya, then ikaw na lang. Ikaw na.
Okay. This one.
Criteria.
So, okay. Can you see my screen, ma'am? Okay. Yes. I think this is what Ma'am Catalogo is talking about, no? So we have the category of membership, no? Okay. Naka-hide, ma'am, sa slide. Naka-hide, abi, sa slide.
Tingala ko man.
Hindi magita. So this one, so basically, guys, when you enter our cooperative, you will be our associate member first. Then what you're going to do is after 2 years, you will be evaluated if you have met a certain criteria, and then you'll be assessed if you're going to be a regular member. So how are you going to be a regular member? You'll be probationary associate members for 2 years, and then you have to have a CBU. Upon entering our cooperative, you must have a CBU of 5,000 pesos. Then after 2 years, your 5,000 pesos must be completed up to 20,000 pesos. So the reason for that is you'll be evaluated for probation. Then our CBU will be your capital build-up, and then your capital build-up must be 20,000 upon 2 years already. And then you have to there are other criteria later on i-discuss pa natin dyan. But for the category of membership, we have regular membership and associate members. And then kaninyo guys, you will be still associate member before you can be a regular member. Okay. For criteria of the members in good standing or mix, the criteria for that is number 1, you have to patronize the services of the cooperative. And then number 2, you must have no past due account. So going back to number 1, Gilianay, for patronizing the services of the cooperative, you have to patronize our store. And then you have to patronize the office, the services sa office naton. So most of the time, our store, you have to avail of the goods and services there. Pamahaw ka mo tuya. And then ang ano naton is ang services na gina-offer sa office would be ang credit or ang you can avail of loans. So those are
Lending.
the
You have the
yes,
lending.
the lending service. You have to patronize our lending services. So dua. Okay? Pero if you patronize the service, you must have no past due account. So depending on the payment for every month, ano ninyo guys, dapat hindi ka mo mag-exit kada so that you have no past due accounts. And then number 3, you must attend the annual and special meetings called by the cooperative. So if you are new to our cooperative, most of the time you are invited to attend several meetings and annual conventions. So what you're going to do if you're invited is you must attend that. No excuses.
Assembly.
Oo. Dapat attendan nyo agad guys. If you cannot attend, I'm sorry, you will not be considered MIGs. So again, that is number 3. For criteria number 4, you must have a build-up capital monthly of not less than 100 pesos. Now, what is the reason for this? The reason for this is to you must have a quota of 20,000 before 2 years. So that means every month, what you're going to do is to build up a capital. Okay? It must not be lower than 100 pesos. And number 5 is to maintain a savings account within the cooperative. This savings account, I think later on you will be directed to the conditions for savings account for associate and regular members. May mga maintaining balance na sila. Okay? But since we're talking about savings, number 1 requirement for patronizing our store is the CBU, which is the capital build up, and then another one is the savings account. So duwa the sanda guys. Okay. Okay. So so far, do you have any questions about the criteria for MIGs? For your reference, actually, you can screenshot this one on your phone so that you'll be guided accordingly if ever you are going to enter, if you are become a member of our cooperative. Okay? Any questions? Now let's go to the general guidelines for implementation. So the guideline for implementation, there must be a classification of members. The step classification of members are to be done every 2 years. So all members, kitatanan, is evaluated and categorized kung ano kita which category do we belong. So kagina, it is said that you are classified so that any service that is offered by the cooperative, you can avail of those service. So para mahapos lang nga mag-assess kanaton ka cooperative at the same time kung ano lang yung pwede ma-extend ka cooperative nga bulig kanaton based sa classification naton. So the first step, the first guideline is to classify the members according to for 2 years. Okay. The second one is to all associate members can be classified as regular members upon awarded the certificate of MIGs. So the reward for being MIGs or members in good standing is that maybe in the future you will be a regular. So take note, what is the help extended to regular and associate members? Of course, kung regular member ka, you have voting power. So the vote, and then you have the voice to voice out any issues regarding the cooperative. So that is primarily one what's this kind of reason why is it you are going to be classified upon being a regular or being an associate. And also sometimes there is a limit to how much help you are being extended by the cooperative. So it's good to be a regular member. That's why please, if you're an associate members, member, please continue to be MIGs na.
Mm.
Number 3.
Yan.
Yes, ma'am.
Ay, sige. That means ang mga privilege that enjoyed is lain niya ang associate, lain pa ang regular.
Oo.
Ang services nga ma-avail nila, lain ang ma-avail sang associate, lain man ang sa regular pa. Nan.
I think, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I think kung anong service. Oo. I think ang service, ma'am,
sa availment of mga loans na ang part of the services of the co-op, lain pa na hindi maka-enjoy ang associate sa mga na-enjoy sang regular.
I think ma'am, there are some restrictions lang. Hindi man siguro hambal nga hindi siya naka-avail yet. I think the members nga ang sa associate maka-avail sila. Pero there are restrictions.
May restrictions, hindi nila pa ma-avail ang ibang nga services na tanan.
Tanan, oo. So there are restrictions.
You cannot avail all the services na ma-avail sang regular. Hindi pa ma-avail sang associate.
Oo.
Luwas sa mga voting power.
Luwas sa voting power. So I think ang associate members is limited lang.
Kaya para mo ang ibang na hindi sila maka-PMA mo. Ang usually ang sa na-select lang na sila.
Oo, so those are the things that
dapat ma-regular ka gid kung gusto mo ma-avail tanan gid nga mga services.
Tanan nga service.
Kag sa amount may limit kita kung associate mas lower ang gina-avail kay may sa naka-regular. Kita na karon kung ara na kita sa mga services nga ma-avail nila.
Okay, we will talk about it later sa services. Okay, so we are now on
number 3.
Number 3. So any member that has been classified to any higher classification can be dropped from his or her present classification upon violation of any one of the criteria upon the evaluation of the EDCOM and the approval of the BOD. So there are things nga if you are in violation of any criteria, sometimes ang tawag ada is na-demote or na-disclassified. So the right term siguro is declassified. If you have any violations, or maybe those violations, mga minor violations man lang siguro. I think, example, may past due or something like that. So the cooperative has the right to disclassify you. So sometimes, please, that means to say that if you're already MIGs, please continue being MIGs. Kaya kung if you're after 2 years nag-regular ka tapos nag-ano ka MIGs. So far guys, why pa man may natabo nga daa. Kay tanan nga nag-MIGs. I think sige doon nag-MIGs man sa Dagyapon. But this is only a reminder for us nga it's because the cooperative has the right to declassify us. So if ever we are MIGs, please continue being MIGs so that there will be no disclassification that will happen. Okay?
And now, sa bala, kung associate member ka, ini ka gid ma-classify into a regular member unless kuan mo ginitanan ma-meet ang criteria sang MIGs.
Yes. So that is one reason you have to continue being MIGs. Okay. Now let us wait lang. Nandura yung slide.
Nadura slide mo.
Nadura yung slide. Wait lang guys. Nadura yung slide abe. Okay. So we are now on services. Okay, I hope that you can see my slides.
Ina?
Let me check. You can see. Okay, let's go to the services that the cooperative will be providing us. No, so we have first of all is lending. Okay, for lending services, we have a bonus loan. That is number one. Number two, we have wheels on the go. So these are the lending windows that you can actually avail. So these are called lending windows that you can avail in our cooperative. So first of all is bonus loan. Bonus loan is done if you are going to apply for an advance loan regarding your bonus. So ang bayad na kada is ang bonus ninyo. The second one is the wheels on the go. So if you want to buy a motorcycle or any motorized vehicle, so you have to avail of the window naton sa wheels to go. Okay? Like for example, if you have to avail this, bakal ka motor, ifulan mo sa kasa, instead of sa kasa, diyan ka lang sa cooperative. Tawaan ka cooperative, ka kwarta, ngayon nagbayad mo for full. So instead sa kasa, diyan ka lang bayad sa cooperative. So what is the benefit? May balik kanimo ang loan mo. Syempre, ang pagbayad mo ka loan at the end of the year may babalik kanimo nga dividend. So mo day kinalain. So whereas nga if you go to kasa and tuya ka mag installment, I think may balik man siguro pa hindi siya tama ka dako compare sa cooperative naton. So that is what I did when I buy my first motorcycle when I joined ISCOF. So ginloan ko sa cooperative, sa wheels on the go ako nga window nag-apply. Okay. So number 3 is pabahay loan. Pabahay loan is when you are going to fix your houses or nagapatindog pa lang kamo kabalay and you wanted to have hanggod gawang nga kwarta para ipakayad kabalay or patindog kabalay, you can avail of the pabahay loan. So you go to the this window, apply for pabahay. Number 4 is education thesis assistance or ETA or ETA. Now, if you're studying your masteral or your doctoral degrees and you don't have money for thesis assistance or oral defense ka, so you apply for ETA, no? And then for the ETA window, and then you'll be given money, and then that money will be used for your thesis assistance. Number 5 is production project, or for short, it's PPA. If you wanted to have a poultry project, abi, sa balay nyo, poultry project or manukan or babuyan, so if you don't have any source of capital, so what you're going to do is to apply for a PPA loan. And then the cooperative will assess if feasible ang project yung ginano mo, and then you can apply for this. Okay? And if you experience calamity like earthquakes and ang kalabanan giga-avail ka calamity loan ang sa pagbagyo pag Yolanda. So if you experience calamity and Region 6 is declared a calamity zone, actually we can avail of the calamity loan. Wait for a while guys, may nagapanuktok sa nato, no? Ano ko lang siya. Okay. So continue. Number 7 is appliance loan. Now, if you are going to purchase appliances and kulang ang kwarta ninyo for that appliance, so the same with wheels on the go, no? Obrahon nyo, kadto ka mo sa Imperial, lantawan ninyo kung pera ang bili ka appliance ninyo, and then you loan for that amount here at the cooperative, and then you pay for that appliance there. What you're going to do is to pay the cooperative of the value of for your loan for the appliance loan for the appliance. So what is the difference between paying at Imperial and appliance loan is may balik ang dividend at the end of the year. So, amo lang daya, ano na guys, siya benefit if you're going to, just like your wheels on the go. Number 8 is multi-purpose loan. So, there are multi-purpose loan for associate and retired members. Just inquire about this sa kay GM so that you can exchange information or you can inquire of what kind of loan or multi-purpose loan you can avail. Okay? So these are the lending windows, no? May diya pa nga nabilin, guys. We call... Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sige, ma'am.
Madugang lang ko.
Sige, ma'am.
Sige. Ang bonus loan is only extended to those na may 1530, ha? Sa may 1530 nga salary. Then, ang associate member, ang maabiyan na lang nili anay. For the first, no? Kay una-unang ginatag ta only is the, I think this is the multi-purpose. Then, they could also avail of the production. No? The rest siguro, anay, is this is for the regular members.
Okay.
Amo na ganyan balko na may kuan siya karon ang limit na bala kung sino ano ang ma-avail sang associate kag regular. Muna gani kung gusto mo nga ma-avail mo gitanan ang mga kuan ni ang mga services nami gid mapa-regular ikaw, that is in 2 years ang CBO is now 20,000 pesos. Hindi nga ano lang gid. So in 2 years dapat maakuan mo gid na ma-complete ang 20,000. And
yes.
Dapat nami ang performance mo, way kasang balances, way ka bala nagka-past due. And may savings ka, may gasibio ka monthly para ma-reach mo niyang 20,000 pesos. Okay, may gin-present nga ining pabahay kag wheels on the go. I think I can get a big meeting pero daw kuan siya daw consolidation. Ano kanin GM agin sunod consolidated ni Sir Bads, no? Hello GM. Si GM.
Hello, Ma'am Jeline. Ma'am Jeline.
Basta kuan siya pwede man nga gin-increase ning amount kung sa ato ng regular daw gin-increase ning amount sang kuan mo daw consolidated ni siya mo. And then ang may isa pag kita ka sa lending bala ang CC file ni sir, that is only 1% per month maximum of 6 years to pay. So amunis sa mga regular man ni.
Okay.
Di ba GM? May CC file na implement mo na ni CC file ta, di ba?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Then the wheels on the go and the pabahay, no, pwede nga i-console na ni, no? Ang sa proposal ni Sir sang General Assembly. When nyo pa na-implement?
Ang modified, wala pa, ma'am? Modified pabahay or modified wheels.
Oo. Sige. Why pa siya kasubmit kay iyang guide or written guidelines. Okay.
Policies. Sige.
Si SIFA lang ang ang gina-implement na no? Si SIFA lang ni.
Oo. Kay nakaduro na naka-avail kasi SIFA, ma'am.
Yes. Muna siya ang bagong gina-implement sa buong. Okay.
And for
1% per month, then maximum of 6 years to pay siya. Okay.
So that is
yan?
Yes.
Oo. Pwede ka may hambal ka pa? Pwede.
Ang yamba ko lang that is the counterpart of GFAL GSIS, ang CC file. Okay. Okay, we are now on special loans.
Yung pambati natin sa file. So, special loans ka na?
Yes, ma'am.
Hindi na ka?
For special loans, these are loans which are short-term, and these are loans nga pwede natin ma-avail nga though terms and conditions are not that longer, and you can avail it right away, no, depending on the need. So that is why these are called special loans. And number one is pocket money allowance. If you are going to go on seminar, like for example, you don't have any money to spend, and you wanted to have an allowance, a pocket money. So you avail of the PMA or the pocket money allowance. And pocket money allowance, you can actually pay for this for a short time, maybe 3 months, depending on the condition that the cooperative will give you, no? So if you want to avail this, you have to, I think you have to talk to GM about the terms and
4
conditions
months
first.
yung pocket money.
4 months, okay.
Excuse me. Pocket money allowance is good for 4 months. No? Maximum of 10,000 pesos.
Okay.
Then, at 2% per month. Then, may may modified nga bago.
Ang modified pocket money allowance.
Modified pocket money allowance, maximum of 20,000, 1 year to pay. Na siya. Then, amo lang ni siya, ang sa mga may daw selected, kuha nato ni siya, no? Ang ginapa-avail, kay dapat may 15-30 ni siya balang sweldo. Amo ni siya. So, only DepEd, LGU, sa associate lang ha. Amo lang ang ginapa-avail mo. Oo.
Okay. So before you can actually avail of this, please Anay, make sure to talk about this to GM, to our general manager. So she will have to meet the conditions first kay so that mamanaan kung you can avail of PMA or not. So again, ang pocket money allowance is up to 10,000 pesos maximum, no? And then the modified PMA is, I think, until 20,000 pesos. You can pay this for 4 months maximum. Okay, another special.
PMA is 4 months. MPMA is 1 year.
1 year. 1 year. 20,000 pesos for 1 year. So MPMA. For PMA, 10,000 pesos maximum for 4 months. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Another special loan is your emergency loan. So if ever you can avail of you are undergone emergency, kung sino example, if any of the member of the family nyo has to go to a hospital or something, so you have to avail of the emergency loan. I don't know lang yet kung how much the maximum amount you can avail sa emergency loan.
For the emergency loan, for the regular, 20,000 pesos payable in 2 years. Ang associate is only good for 10,000 pesos.
Okay, so that's the difference, no? Okay, kung associate member ka, associate member, ma'am, is 10,000 pesos. Maximum loanable amount, and then for regular member 20,000 for 1 year. 1 year also, ma'am?
2 years.
2 years. For 2 years. Pila, ma'am, yung interest na gani, ma'am, per annum?
Pareho man sa pareho man
2%.
Pero sa regular tang
okay. So similar. I think may similarity sila ka PMA siguro, ma'am, no? Ang kilalain lang din ang years
niya sa emergency sa PMA yung work pang allowance, work pang bayad sa bill mo, pwede ka pa money. Sa emergency palayo lang way man yun pas mga disgrasya, may namatay, na hospital, sa immediate members of the family.
They still have to show proof pa, ma'am, sa emergency emergency ni siya.
Yes,
They need okay. They still need to show proof nga sa hospital or aksidente or
pwede man na nga ma-follow lang. Kasi this is emergency. Pero at least makuha lang kung ano ginambal niya. Ano na i-support niya Kasi may napatay, may na disgrasya, may na ospital, nagmasakit, di ba? Ano lang.
Okay. So clear na gid guys ha, kung ano yung pwede niya imuon sa ano or ang kinalain ka emergency loan sa PMA. Okay? We have also our tour loan or the travel and other undertaking resources. So if you wanted to go to places, no? Tulad ng pandemic, no, hindi pa pwede kalagaw. But kung matapos the pandemic, if you wanted to go to other places, like example, here in the Philippines, Cebu, Baguio, Davao, or maybe abroad, Hong Kong, Singapore, and you don't have any money, you can apply for the tour loan, no? So, just go to our GM and avail of the tour loan to our cooperative. So, pwede ka mo ka, okay. Daw payo lang tour now, pay later na something like that nga scheme. Okay? So, our tour loan is one of the special loan. Okay? Now, if you wanted to have extra money during special seasons, no? Or maybe in December, no? Kalabanan, December gid. And if you don't have money or you are short of money, you can avail of the Christmas loan or what we call extra money monetary allowance this season loan. So, if you wanted to buy your Noche Buena or and you don't have money, you can avail of the Christmas loan. Okay? Now, if you're going to avail of our lending service, here are the general rules in lending, no? Okay. So, number 1 rule is maximum loanable amount for regular members, except for the retired members, is 600,000 pesos, applicable to ETA, WGA, PPA, PBA, and Appliance loan. So, provided that members has the capacity to pay. So, for your information, guys, our capacity to have the loan is, I think, times 6 on our CBU. Now, what is the purpose of the CBU? This is for us to know our ceiling for lending. Pero our number, if you are a regular member, the loanable amount that you can have for maximum is 600,000. Now, but the loanable amount for regular members only, for regular members. Yes. Now, number 2 rule, the maximum loanable amount for associate members is 200,000. So, provided that it is applicable to multipurpose loan and PPA, and that the member has the capacity to pay. So that depends upon the assessment of the cooperative kanimo. If you have the capacity to pay, you can avail of the maximum loanable amount, which is 200,000 pesos. Okay? Now, the number 3 rule is the maximum loanable amount of 600,000 pesos will be based on the member's capital build-up. So our capital build-up is our CBU, which is multiplied by 6 and should not be exceeding 600,000 for regular members and 200,000 for associate members. That is why we are building up our capital. So it determines the capacity to of our how much do we owe to the cooperative if we're going to have a loan. So that is the reason, and it is a multiplier. The multiplier will be 6, no? And there should not be exceeding the notable amounts for regular members and 200,000 pesos for associate members. Okay, number 4 rule is that the age and date of the retirement of the applicant shall be considered in determining the terms of payment. So if you're 60 years old, I think there's a possibility that the loanable amount that you can get, it's not the same with how much of the loan that a regular member below 60 can avail. It's because of the retirement age. So, siguro why kaninyo pa guys, why man siguro 60 years old pa. Pero the rule of the thumb is when you are 60, most of the lending companies will not lend you anymore, no? But other than that, if you have the capacity to pay, depending on the situation man, siguro.
Ang ano lang ang balan mo, pwede kita ka-accept members 18 years old and above, but we do not admit members sa cooperative nga 60 na siya. Unless nga ara ka na nga daan. That's why. So, for as sa mga retirees, amo na siya. Kung 60, retirement age na sang iban.
Yes,
Optional
yes.
retirement age. So, ang sa mga retirees, for example, ang ginapaabil namon nga loan sa cooperative is 75% of your CBU. Kung pala CBU mo, ang maabil nga loan mo lang is 75%. Kung retired ka na. Pero kung sa service ka pa, may kung saan o ka ma-retire. May intention ka kung saan o ka ma-retire. Oo. Kaya sabi ko within na ISCOF, may ginapasubmit na mo na sa naka-intention mo per kada tuig. That's why i-arrange na to sa cooperative. Kung
Okay.
60 ka na.
So that's the reason.
Mga 58 or 59 gani, ginaano na siya kung saan o siya ma-retire. Gina-monitor, malahaw. Okay.
Okay. Number 5, ang CBU of 1% will be deducted from the principal amount of loan except for PMA and MPMA. Then there will be a notarial fee will be charged for every loan except for PMA and MPMA. Now, if you're going to go on a loan in our cooperative, 1% of that will go to your CBU always. So guys, don't expect if you're like for example if you're going to on a loan, for example WGA, and you are loaning for 100,000 pesos. Guys, hindi it 100,000 ang ma-receive ninyo because 1% of that will go to your CBU. Other than that, ang mga notarial fee kag other services will be also deducted. So that means nga if you're going to, for example, avail of a loan and you have a fixed amount in your mind, make sure nga pasobrahan ninyo. Hatiin sa may mga fees kada nga ginabuhin. And then 1% will go to your CBU. So mo yung reason nga hindi for example mag-loan ka mo, hindi that amo nga fixed nga amount ang ma-avail ninyo. Okay? So kung mag-loan ka mo, palangkuyan ninyo gawa gamay para ang amount nga magamit ninyo amo agad yung fix nga mabuol ninyo. Oo.
Sige. Kung associate, kung natin sila sa associate kay siyempre bago pa lang sila, no? For sure, they will be classified as associate. For associate members, ang unang ginag-grant na loan sa associate is only 10,000. That is 10,000 pesos. Sa 10,000 pesos, o sa tanan, bisan sin o lang malon ka naton, pero as sabi, for example, kung associate ka, malon ka, sa 10,000 pesos amount nga ginagrant nga loan of this cooperative, may mga deductions kami. No? CBU, 1% of 10,000 will be deducted, and as your CBU, madugang na sa imong CBU man. Your service fee of 2%, no? May service fee kami gina-charge, 2%. Members protection, 3%. No? Kaya amo na ang siyang daw loan guaranteed fund naton. And then, kung primero ka gid mag-loan para sa ilan ho, may notarial fee pang 100 pesos. Amo na ang gina-deduct sa inyong loan. So, mag 10,000, hindi na nga bilog nga 10. Kami mga 1% na CBU, may service fee nga 2%, members protection nga 3%, and 100 pesos for the notarial fee. Okay? Sa tanan nga loan, amo
Okay.
yung ginabuhi namon. Basta may manggikon
That is across the board, no? All throughout sa tanan nga
all
loans.
throughout.
Oo.
Yes, so tanan nga regular man siya or associate, among ginabuhi.
Associate.
Amo ni mga deductions.
Number 6, a member with CBU of more than the maximum loanable amount of 600,000 can avail of loans subject to the recommendation of the CRECOM and General Manager and approval of the BOD and bank. So this means to say, guys, that let's go back to the principle that your CBU can be multiplied by 6 and that is your loanable amount. Pero if you wanted to exceed to the ceiling of the loanable amount, basta you have the capacity to pay, then it is subject for an audit o siguro anay of the general manager and kung magpasugot ang cooperative.
But na sini, gina-background na may background investigation dapat ang CRECOM. Makanda kini dapat ang CRECOM ka background check nila before i-kwan aning ano. This is for ano ni siya
security purpose.
Maximum of 600. This is for regular members. Ang ilang sang associate is 200,000 ang maximum.
200,000, correct.
Oo. So, subject to recommendation of the CRECOM, kaya ang CRECOM, daw bali mga background check pa bala sa member kung ano pa ginabi ang ano kay kung hindi mag-exist siya. Pero this is kwan mo inang case to case siguro. Kaya bisan gani sa regular daw ay pa kami nakaano ka diyan nga naging pa-exceed na siya sa loanable amount na ginag-grant. Oo. Nan.
Okay, may fail safe man niya cooperative mo.
Yes,
Siyempre ginaprotektaran pa man niya ano naton.
Oo. Kay ang number 1 di gina-consider is your capacity to pay.
So that there will be no problems in the future, no? That is why ginahimo daya ka cooperative. Okay. Now, do you have any questions, guys, regarding the lending rules? If you wanted to ask questions and you don't want to,
kung sa associate niya, ang
Yes.
CBU mo is times 2 lang, ang sa regular niya, amo ng times 6 na to exceed 600,000. Ang sa CBU, ang sa associate niya, times 2, ang CBU mo times 2 lang na to exceed 200,000. Amo na nga,
Okay, so
kung ano, mas namigid niya mag-regular ka.
Oo. Mga mix dahil sa ma'am magsulod sa cooperative.
Oo, kaya may evaluation mo gina-assist ka sa every year nag-assist kami ang sa EDCOM ang performance no based on your record niya magsunod may performance kung ang imo nga gina-assist namo da kay gakuha kami record sa office da kung monthly o kung may past due ka o kung monthly naga-CBU ka, naga-deposit ka o kung nang wala ka past due. Ano na ang ginapanglantaw? Gina-isa-isa, ka-assess. That is called your performance. Okay?
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, let's go to the savings program, no? Or the savings operation program as we call it. Okay. So we have the time deposit. Pero as of now, I think time deposit is suspended until further notice, no? Due to the pandemic.
Yes. Oo, wala kami nagabaton. So, wala sa buong gabaton ka, time deposit.
Again, suspend this siya, guys. Maybe in the future, after the pandemic, we can avail of this. Pero as of now, I think wala pa ni siya. Okay. What we have is the savings deposit, the regular savings deposit. Anyway, more or less do pareho man gaway interest ng damam, no, di ba? Sa time deposit. Actually sa savings deposit, you can compare this to the savings lain. Kay may time duration na factor.
Yes. Ang sa kanya, ang sa kuno hindi suspended nato ng atong na time deposit. Ang sa savings deposit is I think it is 1.5%. 0.5% daily average na subong
Ah,
ang computation sang interest na. Nan.
ah.
Kay hindi man nga kung nga gina-fix gid gina-amend man na sang board, depende kay gasunod man ta sa iya ka mga bangko balahaw. Hindi kay ga-fluctuate man mo, hindi man kun amo lang gid Kasi siyempre sa bangko gami gataas, may ganubo. Nan. So ginabasi-basi taman para sa mga land bank kundi para nga hindi man ta maperdi di ba?
Oo.
Kay liability daya ka co-op ang mga kuan ninyo, ang mga kwarta nyo nga gin-deposit mo. So,
Pero when
nagamit
you
pero dapat gid.
oo.
Amo na siya the
Ang
0.5% daily average sa subong. I don't know kung maglain naman, laglain na hindi ni fixed ha. Diyan
yes,
kami
yes.
kuan gamitin ang board kung pila na ang ihatag na interest depende sa bangko, ang sa rate man ka bangko. Pero daw taas-taas pa ta gamay.
Oo, that's the ano lang yun, the
Taas
reason
pa
why you need to deposit sa cooperative. Kay kung ibutang ninyo sa ordinary nga bangko yung kwarta nyo guys, gaturog yung kwarta nyo, why ga hulag. Unlike kung sa cooperative, medyo comparable ang interest. Hindi man tama kataas gid. Pero at least bala, makita mo nga nagahanggod yung kwarta mo kung compare mo sa bangko. So it's much better if you have savings deposit at the cooperative kay hanggod gawa talaga ang interest. Hindi nyo makita ang interest nga daa sa ordinaryo nga bangko lang. Maskin diin yung bangko. Maskin ano pa da nga maskin we find ways pa da o kung pag-asa ng bayan nga bangko, hindi nyo da guys makita ang interest rate nga makita ninyo sa cooperative. So, I think that is one advantage siguro kung sa co-op ka mo guys mag-savings, no? And then, the last one is the kiddie savings account. So, you can avail this with your kids. Siguro kung samtang bata pa sanda, may ano na, may savings account so that paghanggod nanda, automatically they already have savings deposit na. So, dako ng kwarta nila maghanggod sanda. And you can use the fund to whatever things that they need to do in the future.
Bayad sa eskwelahan.
Oo. Tuition fee or something. So, may gida guys nga samtang bata pa. Ginaano ninyo ikabataan doon. Dinabulan ka savings account. Okay, let's go to the policy on savings program, no? The first policy is all members are required to join the savings program of the cooperative. So, amo da hambal ko. Besides the RCBU, that is mandatory, it is also mandatory that we have a savings account gid. Okay? Then we have the service fee of 50 pesos will be charged upon opening the account. So, take note, opening lang of the account. So, there will be 50 peso charge. Now, the maintaining balance, the maintaining balance for regular account is 1,500. So magnaba ka dayan sa 1,500. I think there will be deductions, no? So if you're a regular member, you must have a 1,500 maintaining balance. Then there will be a 10 peso fine that is automatically deducted from the account which is below the maintaining balance. So that amount shall be deducted every month if I'm not mistaken, no? Then for the associate members, if you for the associate members, the maintaining balance should not be lower than 500 pesos. So the same process, deduction shall be mandatory be given to members if you are below the maintaining balance, no? So the interest rate will be determined by the board of directors based on the current bank rate. So that is what Ma'am Catalogo is talking about, Gina, no? It is determined, the interest rate is determined by the board of directors, no, base sa mga current bank rate naton tulad. So for number 6, if you're going to lose your passbook, because every member has a passbook, no, for the deposit, for the savings. The depositor may inform the cooperative, and if you're going to request for another passbook, you will be charged 100 pesos. So number 7, an account without transaction within 2 years, or ang ginatawag naton nga dormant account, shall be considered dormant, no? And then this will be charged 50 pesos per month from the said account. So dapat, guys, i-account ninyo, there must be a movement, no? May gina-debit, may gina-credit. Meaning to say, may gina-deposit ka mo, may gina-withdraw man ka mo, guys. Or deposit. So that why it dormant account. So kung hindi niyo matago-tago ang ano niyo, kung hindi niyo gali mahulag ang account ninyo, so it will be considered dormant after 2 years and shall be deducted 50 pesos, no, per month. So in case the depositor wish to activate the dormant account, an activation fee of 100 pesos shall be charged. Okay, this is an example of your savings account, no? So kung makita ninyo di guys, you can see the I think sa ano is not the number of days or the number of months. Then you have the deposit. This is for the month of March, no? You can see the withdrawal here sa diyang column. Then the balance of your account. So this is supposedly what your account will look like, no? Now this is the formula for your I think this is the formula for the for getting on the interest of your amount for the account gali ninyo. This is the summary of the computation of the amount for the interest rate of your account. Like for example, some balance from March 1 to 31. Okay, and then it is divided in the number of days of the month. It is also multiplied by 6%, I think, and then you'll get the tax rate.
0.05.
0.5. 0.6 ma'am na butang diya sa 0.5. This one, no?
Oo.
0.6. Or ang 0.6 nga daya is part ka daya paguro. I'm sorry, 0.5. I'm sorry. Nagaanti para ako abi ma'am. 0.5. 0.5. That is 5%, no? Per annum. 5% per annum. So this will be the tax rate.
So magandang dapat ang tax kay kinarimit na sa BIR. Sa interest nila may tax so charge kita may man.
So take note lang guys, hindi ko mo nga cooperative kita wala kita ginalagas ka BIR. Ginalagas man kita ka BIR kaya we are paying taxes to BIR also. So our cooperative is a legit institution for lending and other services. That is why we are considered as taxable. Okay, so these are the things that separate us from any ordinary lending institution. Okay, and then do you have any questions so far? Before we discuss MRF, kung ano ginatawag ng MRF, you can put your questions at the chat box if you want to ask question, man. Or you can actually raise your hand. Or later on na lang siguro, no? After we finish the lecture, you can ask your questions later. So that
Kita sample sa kuan mo. May sample kita di sa amortization ka loans sa later part. Para
I think so, ma'am. Diyan siguro.
Oo, para daw makita nila bala kung sa mga lending. Sige. Hindi na ta?
We are now on MRF, ma'am.
Sige, MRF na.
Okay, let's talk about MRF, MRF is the membership retirement fund. Gina-divide, MRF is divided into retirement, hospitalization, and education. So 50% gakadto sa retirement naton guys. 25% sa hospitalization if ever we go on hospitalization kung hospitalize kita. And 25% kakadto sa education. Then paano ginadihon ang MRF? So 5% will be deducted or 0.05% or 0.5%, I'm sorry, will be deducted from the total payment except for special loans. So kung naga-loan kita guys, 'di ba may CBU nga nag-aadto sa CBU naton? May gaadto pagid guys sa MRF naton. So 0.5 or 5 I think this is 0.5
Ako ma-explain.
Sige ma'am, sige ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Ano sila nga maghambal nga members retirement fund, no? Amo ni natawag naton sa aton nga kwan nga may ISCOF, retirement, separation, and other funds, no? Kundi malon kita, ang interest rate is 2% per month ang gitbayan ta. Pero actually, ang sa 2% yung ginabayadan yung interest only 1.5 ang adto ni sa co-op ang interest. Ang 0.5 mabalik na sa inyo in a form of natawag nga RSOF. Nan. So sa RSOF ang 0.5, ang 0.5%, 2% kinbayad nyo sa interest, 1.5 madto sa co-op, ang 0.5 mabalik sa inyo in a form of RSOF. So sa RSOF na 0.5 gina-divide na siya. So 50% ka 0.5 tutlan na siya. Gina-allocate na siya sa tawag nga hospital nga retirement. 25% will go to your hospitalization and 25% will go to the education. Muna siya. That means ang RSOF liability pa ka-co-op kaninyo. Kay 2% na bayad ng interest kada bulan, ang magdulan sa co-op is only 1.5. Ang 0.5% gabalik sa inyo in the form of RSOF. Na 50% ka pila na kung 50% of 0.5 kung pila amount na sina maadto sa inyong mag-retire or separation mag-service para sa amo ma-retire kami. May RSOF din. Kaya nag-accumulate ni kada loan mo, may RSOF kagid. Pero kung may kang loan, so why ka RSOF?
Why man?
Why? Nan. So, amo ni siya, ang 0.5, ginaano ni siya sa 50 retirement. Pero ay ni ginabuol ka na ha? Hindi mo niya mabuol unless mag-separate ka sa co-op ha? Or ma-withdraw ka membership mo. Ang 25% kung hospitalization ikaw, o kung pwede mo bakal ka, may resibo ka, no? Bakal mo kabulong mo, no? O kung na-hospital ikaw, may mga ano kada may mga resibo. Ang sa 25%, pasabi, ang iba na mo sa una mga faculty, kung mag-thesis sanda, inabuo ng dadaa, kag-accumulate ni mo, kada loan mo, gadugang nga nagadugang, o kung tuition ka bata mo, pwede mo dyan mabuol ka na. Pero ang 50% niya dyan of the 1.5, hindi mo gidaya mabuol unless nga mag-withdraw ikaw pa membership mo sa co-op o kung mag-retire ikaw. Muna siya. Kung employed ikaw. So,
Yes.
amo ni siya. So, hindi na makuon nga, ba kamahal gito percent, no? Kay only 1.5 goes to the co-op and the 0.5 gabalik in a form of RSOF. Nga, pag separate mo sa co-op sa para kaadlaw, dang 50% of the 0.5 nga bayad mo sa interest, mabalik na kanimo. Then, kung mag-accumulate kung may mga bulong ikaw, mga resibo, o kung tuition ka bata mo, o kung ikaw mo nagamasteral, pwede mo diyan ma-withdraw ang mga 25% of 0.5. Muna siya.
So,
amo man namin siya. Amo ni siya ang isa ka good practices sa co-op nga ginakapi ka iban nga cooperatives.
oo.
No?
So that ang may kantuan ang ginaloan ninyo guys nga kwarta. So hindi lang nga loan nga na loan.
Hindi lang nga sanan sa co-op nga adto gamay mabalik sa inyo nga po ARSOF man niya.
Kani inyo man dagyapon nga ano.
Oo. Sa inyo adto ang 0.5 hindi nga tanan-tanan sa co-op lang. Amo isa ka good practices nga sang cooperative in which iban nga cooperative ginakapi. Nan. So, amo ni siya ang explanation further sa dalom ho.
Sa number 3, only 50% of the MRF balance at the end of the fiscal year. So, FY, that is fiscal year. Meaning to say, start kita January, kag nag-end kita December. So, pag abot the January next year, lain naman na sa fiscal year.
So, accumulate dan kada loan mo kada tuig gina-compute ng pira nag-adto sa ARSOF mo kung pila na loan mo nan kadto dan accumulate every year nga nagadugang nan. Daw savings mo kay ang principle sang co-op is not nga mangutang kundi save kita and will become thrifty. Di ba? Mo na to kay ina sa ano ta?
Ang vision naton.
Yes. Nan, dira na dan. Okay.
So that is the first and foremost nga ano naton sa cooperative. Nga purpose.
Isang cooperative. Hindi nga mag-utang. Although mang-utang man kita kay may kwarta kita nga put-in mo. Parang hindi na tamang utang sa iban o kundiin nga mga lindingan nga ng mahal gid na bali. Nan. Amo na ang
so kung baga may dignidad sa pagpangutang na ginaano.
Kung baga shareholder kada may party ka. So pan ikaw ngayo makaman ka ano da.
Ka-slice ka pie.
Oo. Slice of pie mo. Hindi ka mahuya kay may kwarta ka may kapital ka da. Unless sa mga private person ka mahulam, na ginawa mo ka igod-igod kag do na huya ka maghambal nga mahuram ikaw. Pero kung sa co-op no, hindi ka maghuya bayad ka man mo. And at least may kapital ka man da, may share ka da. Nan.
Yes. And you will be rewarded at the end of the year. Kay during the General Assembly, may dividend pa ikaw.
Sa iban ka mangutang, wagit balikan nimo.
Wait, balik siya. Oo. So kung magbakal ka mo ka mga motor, na i-cash ninyo, ball ka mo ka kwarta sa co-op, pag dyan lang sa co-op baydan ang ano ninyo, may balik ka pa at the end of the year during our General Assembly. So that's one beauty of being part of the cooperative. Okay? So for employed members, retirement fund can be withdrawn upon retirement and separation from the service. So I think that is it for number 4. For number 5, for non-employed members, retirement fund can be withdrawn upon reaching the age of 60, provided he or she has no past due account. Okay? For number 6, hospitalization. Okay.
Sige. Proceed.
Hospitalization can be availed if the member or the member's immediate family has been hospitalized or have undergone medication. Then the actual expenses can be reimbursed upon presentation of receipts for medicine and hospitalization. So if you want to avail of the hospitalization, then you have to show, I think you have to show reimbursements and receipts.
Receipts. Na lang.
Oo. Taguon ninyo guys. Why does ma'am number of days nga dapat na hospitalize, ma'am?
2 nights, di mo? 2 nights admitted. Pwede man ita na nga kung mabaka lang timo kay iba ka medicine. Pero sabi maintenance, nan.
Pwede ka maka-avail ka.
Lain pagidata na ang kwan. Lain pagidata na may hospitalization kwan pag kita di nga gabayad kita
Insurance.
kada bulan. Kada
Insurance.
bulan.
Okay, we are paying 600 pesos per year, ma'am, no? I think.
Per year. Pero
Na
once ka lang
insurance.
maka-avail.
Oo. So ang 600
kuan mo mga gastos mo abi kung para masakit ka lang bala, mga maintenance mo.
Grabe gid. So later on. Oo.
Pwede mo man na hospital ikaw, pwede mo ang resibo mo din nga mga bulong, pwede mo di maano ha. Pwede mo di maano
magamit as
oo. Pero may limit na di ha. Kung pila lang imo nga share di kay this is part of the MRF, kung pila lang di ang hospitalization mo, amo na to na i-reimburse kanimo Kaya mo tanang sa hospitalization isa nga pagid naton mo nga gabayad kita monthly for nga may limit na yang 5,000.
Yes.
Kita na ang hospitalization sa MRF as a Members Retirement Fund naton. May kung pila lang tanan na save mo kada di o nag-adto sa imong MRF sa hospitalization, do amo lang na to na i-reimburse kanimo. Kung pila lang tanan dyan yung amount plus na tipon mo. Nan. But the rest na hindi. Na sa isa, we'll go to that further.
Later.
Okay.
Number 7, educational fund can be availed if the member or the member's beneficiaries have availed education. Claims will be based on the actual expenses of the claimant but not exceed the total fee. Okay, so that the same.
Education fund mo, kung pira lang, amo na ma-withdraw mo da ang tipon mo sa MRF mo. Amo na ma-withdraw mo. Kaya halin sa imo yung ARSOF mo ni na-meet nga na pa na di. Kaya kung nagduro loan mo, nagduro imo ARSOF, duro man niya sa share mo, daan mo na, pwede mo na mabul.
Ang MRF kag ARSOF, isa lang dasan na guys ha?
Yes.
Basi matingala ka mo.
Isa lang. Members Retirement Fund.
Dabi kami nga ARSOF da karang una, ang MRF nga daya. So, amo da nga ARSOF ya ginaano ni ma'am. Pero actually, we're talking about MRF. Though they are the same, MRF and ARSOF. Okay, so this one, let's go to health insurance na. Kay amo da ya ginaano nato no, kagina. And then all members are required to join the program on healthcare, no? This is mandatory, guys. We have to pay, I think, number 2, 600 pesos or 50 pesos per month. Or ano gani, diya ginabuhin lang dala sa amon nga ano gani guys, dividend no. Nga mandatory abi daya nga may ano kita nga 600 pesos nga para sa insurance. Just in case we're be hospitalized, we will get 5,000 pesos. So this is a one-time program for a year. Kisa nyo lang diyan ma-avail sa isa ka tuig. Yes, ma'am?
Amo ni siyang ma-admit ka, dapat ma-admit ka 2 nights.
Yes. So
dapat 5,000 maximum.
Oo.
So
kung mag-hospital lang kamo, iduwahan yun lang kagabi, no? So that you can avail. I think for 3 days and 2 nights ni siya guro ang minimum nga requirement niya.
Minimum requirement. So, pero ang mandatory nini ang 50 pesos. Kung ay kay mo ya, I think kung may delay ka maximum pila gani GM ang delay nga gin-discuss na lipat ako Kung may delay nga ang imo nga pwede mo binagbayad. For example, ay maginbuhin sa dividend mo because nga kulang na may mga past due ka mo kay ginauna ang mga past due. Kung sa health insurance ay kamo ka bayad 600 man lang daya annually, so hindi ka mo ka-avail. Kung may delay kang 2 months I think, nga ay man ka bayad, hindi ka man ka-avail. So dapat updated may bayad mo kay kami ginabuhin namo sa dividend namon ang for the next year, advance lang ginhatag namon ang 600 pesos. Nabuhin sa dividend mandatory. Mandatory na lang namon. Muna siya.
Mandatory for the regular members na. Ang mga empleyado kay eskwelahan, mga
Asa ang point gani kung may go man lang inyo sa associate, ginabuol man namon daya, ginadidak. Kasi matingala kamo. Para nga maka-avail kamo kung di man kamo makabayad, 50 pesos mo sa lipatan mo abi. Oo, madili, hindi ka mo ka-avail. Kasi sayang. So, ang amon sa dividend, ginapangbuhin ang 1 year nga advance dud ang amkuan. Okay lang, may kaso
Oo.
Kanimo man gyapon maadto.
Just in case nga ma-hospitalize ka, way man ginapangayo, no? Kay hindi mo da may bitar kisa nga may emerensya ka mo. So much better if you can avail of this health insurance so that why ka naman all you have to do is to claim it. Ang ipakita nyo lang ang mga evidences ninyo nga na-hospitalize gid man kamo for amo nga adlaw kag ma-claim ninyo ang yawat pada sa bulong ninyo, guys.
May proof kid kada nga i-submit. Pero sabi nag-admit ka o kano ka nagwa muna siya. May proof mo nga to prove nga 2 nights ka. Dari balas sa kung mag-proceed kita ariho. A member who may be hospitalized for 2 nights may avail of 5,000 pesos assistance upon presentation of medical certificate and other proof.
Okay, that's number 3.
Yes. So number 4, any member may avail of the said benefit once a year only.
Isa lang sa tuig.
Isa lang. Then, failure to pay the monthly due for a period of 2 months may disqualify the member to avail the benefits. Kung di ka kabayad sulod ka 2 ka bulan, pasabi ay ka madidakan kay ang kulang gani, gamay lang imo nga dividend kung mag-o ka pa lang. So, mabayad gagid it timot monthly. Pero in 2 months hindi ka makabayad, hindi ka na maka-avail ka dyan nga benefits.
So, it's much better.
Yes. Wala talay ko, opit itabon ka dyan mo. Kaya kanaton, hindi dyan nagahalin contribution na member.
So, willingness naton the guys, no? If you value your health, I think you must avail of the So, what is 600 pesos, no? Kung hospital ka man lang, na. So, you can avail of 5,000 pesos nga halin sa 600 ninyo.
Yes.
So, that's it sa health insurance, let's go to consumer store services. Makadto na kita sa mga services sa natin sa store. So the first one is all cooperative members can avail the customer store services. Then any member who have availed the service through credit may pay the goods the next month via payroll deduction or cash payment. Or for kaming regular members nga jaga ubra sa eskwelahan, automatically naga-reflect guys sa amon nga payslip, no? Kag automatic na ginabuhin sa sweldo namon. Sa inyo tana, you can guys, if you ever you transact business sa office, hapit ka mo sa store kag bakal ka mo tuya ka mga goods or pang lomi ka mo or pang batsoy, no? Then you can avail of the services store. That's how are you going to avail of the services store. You can pay in cash or you can pay in credit man siguro. For associate members, ma'am, can they pay on credit, ma'am?
Pwede, basta every month monthly man sila mabayad.
Ginabayad, magabayad man.
May fine, may surcharge kita sini kung at the end of the month pwes na kabayad. May 3%. Tama mo, good mong 3%. Then, amo pa niya ang hindi kasi ni mag-mix kung may mga kuwan ka sa store. Kay services minsan co-op mo. Mo di makapa-disqualify ka nimo sa to become a mix kung why ka nagabayad. Basta, pwede ka mo kabil ka services sa store. Basta mabayad man ka mo monthly para sa pagbayad man sa lending. Kaya may mga fine ka surcharge nga gina-charge ang co-op. Especially tulad walang mga pandemic, kami bara dyan ako nag-grocery kaya tamadan ako magwa kung diin. Oo. Diyan ako sa co-op, nag-grocery lang. Yan.
Okay. So, that is to avail of the services sa store. Then, any member who has exceeded the accumulated credit limit, may credit limit kita guys, 5,000 pesos, may not be allowed to avail goods through credit anymore, but may purchase through cash basis. So, may credit limit kita nga 5,000 pesos. Then, a fine and surcharge of 3% shall be charged to unpaid purchases. So, may 3% nga fine kag surcharges kung hindi ninyo guys mabayad on time.
Waniha monthly. Daw ko ni siya mo. Ano kanini computation na nila Kada bulan gina-charge ni basan kamo kabayad.
Compounded, Ma'am Vic.
Dali di maghanggod ang kwanta. I think I don't know kung pila ang limit sa associate GM. May ara kita limit. Kaya ang 5,000, I think this is for the regular. Sa associate natin,
Ma'am Vic,
GM.
3,000 lang.
3,000 ang sa?
Associate.
Associate, ma'am.
Sa associate, only 3,000. Yes, oo. And 5,000 for the regular.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Compounded monthly ni aton nga co-op, no? Aning consumer store, no?
Yes, Ma'am Vic.
Yes, compounded
Yes,
monthly.
ma'am,
Ang dali siya magtaas. So, pwede lang. Kung mahaw lang kami malang na, cash basis nyo na lang. Hindi.
Oo.
Amo ni siya gali, sa store niya, amo nang may 3,000. Ang namin mo na iyang pamahaw, iyan asang kantin. Ay, why kita dalaga pa utang?
Sa cafeteria natin.
Yan sa cafeteria, wala na kami pa utang. Kay ga cash in ga kuan gid ga cash out gid permit kung mapautang. Wa taruro siya ko pa to kung mautang, especially sa Yes, bisan si kita ganing regular, gin ko namon ang aragi na sa guideline pag start sang cafeteria, sang canteen, nga no credit. Iya ang kay dali kita kada maputo kun ma-credit kita sa mga sa canteen. Sa store pwede kita da kay daw So 5,000 for ang credit limit sa regular and 3,000 lang sa associate. Compounded monthly niyang 3%. So gusto ko gina-emphasize sa sa store para ma-aware kamo base mabal kamo gamay lang ang no sa store. Kay balaan mo dapat kina-rolling man ang sa store nga mo na ang fund para sa consumer. Kay lain-lain mo ang lain ang fund sa lending, lain ang fund sa store, lain ang sa cafeteria, lain-lain siya. So makita mo gid kada bulan kung diin ang naga-deficit, diin ang gaginansya sa amon ni FS makita gid.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sige. So that is it for consumer store service, no? For debt aid, all members are qualified to avail the program on debt aid. And then members who died may avail the 10,000 pesos debt aid upon submission of the debt certificate. Then there will be outstanding balance in all service of the said member, including the past due, may be offset to members' protection fund. So we are available. We have to avail of the debt aid. We are qualified for the debt aid program sa naton sa co-op, no? And then the members nga mapatay shall avail of the 10,000 pesos debt aid, no? With my debt certificate. Debt certificate is the requirement. And then the outstanding balance, madura na siya guys kung mapatay kita or ang member nga nato, no. So I think that is I think this is universally true to tanan lending service man siguro, tanan nga sa lending services. Pero we are also practicing this one na
outstanding balance.
Sa outstanding balance.
Ang sa death aid, masabi kung mapatay ikaw, palayo lang, hindi lang Bali ang tanan mo nga ang balansi mo sa utang mo bali considered paid off da kay may gani nga ginabuhin kami do na insurance. Pero kung may past duty mo, sabi may past due ka, January to June ay kakabayad, pagka July na patay ikaw. So ang January to June baydan mo gitimo da ang past due mo, ang July thereafter amo na
may almanaki ikaw.
Amo na ang dali lang. Amo da tanaya ma-considered paid off.
Sino mabayad ang himata, ma'am?
Ibuhin sa imo nga kun si Bio, ibuhin sa imo nga ARSOF before ihatag ang mga kwan mo. So amo ni siya, hindi nga kun nga nagbabalance ikaw hay nimo mapatay ikwan, hindi ka bayad no.
I'm sorry.
ang kwan na ang imo nga bayad, ang balancing nga daan tana, ang past due ko past due ka bayran gid tana ibang buhin. Kung saan ka napatay, pag after lang kadang death mo temo, amo na tana nga considered paid off. Okay?
Okay, sige. So klaro na siya guys. So dapat to avoid this, I think you have to to consider lang past due accounts nila. So if you have past due, the past due accounts, you must pay the past due. And then it will be deducted sa ninyo, sa CBU siguro or sa iban nga Okay, so that is I think ang sa debt aid naton nga topic Then for the CBU naman, or your capital build up, no? And this is mandatory together with your savings account. Then all members of the cooperative must put in the initial capital of 5,000 pesos upon entering the cooperative, guys. So kamo, if you mamangkot kamo abi, piraya CBU nga i-put up ninyo para ka member kamo una-una. Associate member pa lang guys, no? Pwede ninyo maano. So 5,000 pesos i-put up ninyo initially. Then for regular associate members, initial subscription of 20,000 pesos. After 2 years, you must have a payable amount of CBU for 20,000 pesos. So dapat 20,000 pesos na ang imo nga CBU for 2 years. Then all members are required to put in a capital build-up of not less than 100 pesos every month. So I think kanamon sa regular members, we're ginabuhin lang sa sweldo namon, no? Pero kamo guys, every month you're required to put up at least 100 pesos. 100 pesos.
Oo.
Unpaid subscription of shares. Ma'am?
Amo siya balahambal nga kung ay ka naga-build up, kung ay ka naga-monthly nga bayad, hindi ka MIGS. Isa ni ka criteria sa MIGS. Dapat naga-build up ka gid.
Okay, so hindi lang mangutang kita guys pero dapat may ginapatad man kita or may ginatao man kita sa cooperative. So that is why the CBU is mandatory kanaton. Payo lang guys nga syempre before you can avail of the service, so you must have something nga gin-put up anay na. And then what ano lang gin-put up ninyo? Syempre ang capital build up ninyo guys. Kag take note, hindi daya pwede mabuhin lagi kaninyo or hindi nyo dyan ma-claim lagi. That's why we have the savings program. So once you have put up the CBU, hindi nyo dun dyan mabuol dun. Otherwise, mahalin ka sa cooperative. No? Hindi daya mabuol. Hasta nga, daw stocks bala. Panamduma lang ninyo nga daw gapatago ka mo ka stocks sa isa ka company, no? So your shareholder ikaw na paano ang gina-hold ninyo ang stock mo sa capital build-up mo sa cooperative. No? That is why taxable kita ka BIR. Kahit may share ka mo diya mo. Shareholder ikaw. Okay.
Amo naman tawag bala, excuse me dali lang. Addition ko lang ha. Sa capital build-up, amo ni siya mo pag apply ninyo sa co-op, ma-initial kami, tawag, kaput yan ka mo 5,000. So, ang 15,000 mo, i-bayran mo dan within 2 years.
2 years.
So, within 2 years, kung ma-meet ninyo dapat, quando ka mo, ma-classify ka mo or ma-categorize ka mo as regular member. Kaya sa RA 9520, dapat ang member nga nag-apply sa cooperative, sa tuod lang, 2 years na dapat, mo ang nga mag-associate, then ma-regular gidata na. Oo. Pero gani kami, gapahanunot lang. Pero, tiyan mo na hindi ka mahimo nga regular member, hasta ka lang sa associate. Basta kung hindi mo ma-met ang 20,000 and iban pagid nga mga requirements ka MIGS. Nan.
Oo. So, then unpaid subscription of shares within the specified period will be subjected for a penalty which will be set by the BOD. So the BOD will determine the unpaid subscription of shares kung pera. The interest on CBU will be based on 60% of the net surplus of the current year. So kung pira ang net surplus naton karang nagdigad, amo day at least 60% of it will be based on the interest rate na sa CBU ninyo.
Interest on CBU will be based on the 60% of the net surplus of the current year. Asa ka ano dyan? Kung sa sharing na ni
Sharing, ka-dividend
dividend.
na.
60-40. 60% ang interest. Pasabi ang may kapital ka nga 20,000. So kung pila da ang share, ang surplus, ang ginansya, may gina-compute di da ang mali, ano ganin niya? Kung pila imo share, so 60% of the net surplus, time equal mas base sa imo nga pan i-prorate, anong namin gani, ano pang term ko da? Kung pila si BU, kung ako si BU mo, hanggang man imo nga?
Interest on share capital, ma'am.
Interest on share capital ninyo. So,
interest on share capital.
Yes, interest on your, kung pila capital mo da, 60% of the net surplus, amo da ang imo nga mahatag, maato sa imo nga, as your dividend. And then, 40% sa, ano gani, patronage refund, kung pasabi sa mga store naton, kung patronize ka man, ang mga services na niya, mga kantino, that is 40%. Ay 60 lang yung interest sa kwarta mo. Sa services, may 40% ka pa nga share. Kung dira ka pirmi naga bakal, dira ka pirmi naga ano, patronize ka bala ka cooperative yan, mga services.
Goods and services, kaya sila ka, ano ka store, kag ka canteen.
Yan, oo. So, sa patronage refund, may 40% ka man na share sa surplus of the current year. Kung maghudol kami ka dividend, amo to da kung paano imo dividend at nag-amo ka da. 60% sa imo nga interest share mo sa CBU mo, 40% sa patronage refund mo. Muna siya mag-divide.
Let me emphasize lang that this pandemic, no, the store is working hard, no. Sometimes, if you wanted to order online, you just go to the Facebook account of ISCOF-MPC and have your what's this gani gina-deliver na dahil mga pagkaon, no, na gina-ano natin. So that's how are we coping up with this pandemic, no. You may wonder gina-ano ka eskwelahan, cooperative ang sa store nga kung paano sunda ka okay white estudyante ang eskwelahan. So that is one means siguro, no, of the cooperative to maybe uplift the members, no. So dapat mapatronize kita sa ano naton. Okay. Sa store naton kag sa luwas sa lending na. Okay, let's go to membership. Any citizen residing within the province of Iloilo may apply as members of the cooperative, provided you are at legal age. That means 18 years old and above, and shall not exceed 60 years old upon the approval of the application. So, klaro, dayagid. 18 years old lang until 60 years old ang pwede ka member. Okay? Then, any interest person may submit the duly accomplished application form after attending the pre-membership seminar that ang ginahimo naton tulad. Attaching the following requirements. So, screenshot yun niya, guys. Amo the requirement ninyo mag-apply ka mo sa cooperative naton. So, barangay clearance, 2 pieces, 2x2 ID picture or passport size, no? Appointment, service record for employed applicants, then updated business permit for applicants with businesses. Kung may business ka mo, so pwede business permit ninyo. Then certificate of farm location as certified by authorized person kung farmer ikaw. So kadto ka sa barangay captain nyo and then pa-certify ka farm location kung diin siya. Okay, so these are the things that you need to to bring during the if you wanted to apply to our cooperative. So you go there sa bagsakan, and then GM and our sales person there, our clerks will entertain you, but you have to bring the following. So screenshot nyo guys sa ninyo sa cellphone ninyo. Okay, so Okay, doon, na-screenshot doon. Sige. Associate member in good standing can be elevated as regular member after 2 years of membership, provided she meets the requirements. This is subjective for evaluation by the cooperative. So, any interested member may apply by sending letter of application, and the said application may be subjected to the evaluation and approval of the BOD. Then, the BOD may terminate any member as member of the cooperative if she or she does not maintain his membership within in good standing. So, mix kita. Kayo na pa natin dyan na-emphasize gid na dapat if you're a member of our cooperative, mix kita. Na. Okay, let's skip the time deposit. Kay why naman kita time deposit, no? But these are the terms na makita ninyo sa screen natin. Okay, let's go to awards. These awards are devised by the cooperative to give priority to our members and recognize their efforts. Okay? So we have number 1, Bida Ka. And all cooperative members are qualified to join this program. Then every month starting June 2013, 10 members will be with the highest amount paid to the cooperative will be chosen as Bida Ka for the month. This is posted on our bulletin board there at the cooperative, no? Then the total amount paid either in the store or lending program will be computed and summed up. And then the top 10 will be posted at the cooperative for the next month, and they can avail of that co-op features tickets as prizes. So what is this co-op feature? This co-op feature is the ticket that is being paid for every 1,000 pesos na. And these tickets can be raffled during the General Assembly, and you can avail of prizes na. Okay, another one is special awards. All cooperative members are qualified to join. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, sige. Amo na yung awards sa mga mga member. Okay?
Special awards. This special award is given to the co-op member during the General Assembly, no? And this is determined by the cooperative man. And these are the following, no? Number 1, the all-out devotee. This is given to members who have availed of the services of the cooperative. Kung tanan ng window, ginautangan na, tanan ng service sa store, kag sa canteen, ginasudlan na, or gina-avail na. So, amo da ginatawag ng all-out devotee. Kumbaga, all around siya nga participate sa cooperative. Active ni siya katama. Okay? Number 2 is the highest financier. So, this is given to members with highest CBU for the current year. So, if your CBU is the highest being put up, then ikaw yung gina-consider natin nga highest financier. Okay? Then, may dyan man kita nga... Yes, ma'am.
Highest financier ka, that means January to December lang pirmi ha. Hindi halin sa bigad nga year ginaisip. No, during the fiscal year lang na January to December lang ha. Imo nga kinbutang, ha?
Okay.
Sa CBU mo.
Okay, so klaro.
Highest financier. Okay?
Yes. So fiscal year din siya ang ginabasihan, hindi ang all-time CBU.
Hindi nga
so,
accumulated.
Not accumulated, but the CBU which you put up for the fiscal year. So, klaro gid.
Accumulated for the fiscal year na dalang.
Yes, ma'am. From January to December. So, if you put up any, yes. And then you'll be awarded pagka next nga General Assembly, pagka next year na.
Yes.
For the savings enthusiast, these are given to members with highest savings for the current year. So kung ikaw ang pinakahanggot na savings for the current year, yes, the same with number 2. Kung nagbutang ka nga savings mo, ang pinakahanggot na savings ang ginbutang mo dyan. Why dyan gina withdraw, ma'am, no?
Pwede
Dayan
ma-withdraw ka
gida.
nga ano lang.
Aga.
Pero daw kung baga kung ikuanan mo ang mga ano mo bala,
Ang nabutang mga
may pwede
savings.
ka withdraw. Paano mo hindi pa withdraw kinanglan mo sa savings mo? Plus mo sa bangko
Oo.
Pero for the year, kung sino ginandamo nga ano, GM, ano gani ang ginatime? Man mo iba naga-deposit lang. So, gina-withdraw dayon. Ano na gani GM, may guideline kita kada, no? Hello? Ano si GM? Basta mo ni siya.
Ma'am.
Withdraw mo ba?
Gina-evaluate siya, ma'am.
Gina-evaluate siya. Pasabi, dapat ang gin-deposit mo nga as savings, magamit man ka co-op nga businessan niya pan pero kung pag deposit mo gin-withdraw mo na dayon siyempre wala man po hindi na iniisip na imo nga savings nga wala ganit ano mo doon gin-withdraw
ang gin-deposit mo lang, ma'am, nga wala mo gin-withdraw among ginaisip.
Oo. Kaya gin-withdraw mo, ginabuhin mo na sa total deposits mo sa savings mo. Amo na kami mag-isip ko highest savings. Kaya ang kung tanan-tanan abi, isipon mo abi gintanan lang deposit, ang gin-withdraw na iles mo Kung sino ang highest, amo na ang ginahatagan sa award.
Every ano ma'am gina-evaluate na ma'am. Every
year Pag January to December mo, sa amo na nga tuig, amo na ginaisip. Kay may passbook, may ledger ka man mo. Di ba GM, amo na mag-ikuan di ba? Amo na siya mag-isip ka sang savings nga ano. Kaya kung withdraw mo, siyempre hindi Kung sila nabilin sang ginset mo. Di ba GM, amo na no? Sila hindi ko sigurado. Sige na.
Okay, number 4 is lending aficionado. And this is given to members with highest payment in the lending programs. So kung sino yung pinaka-highest na nagbayad, no?
For the current year man ha?
For the current year,
For the current year man ni. Kay every year amo ni siya gina-evaluate.
Yes.
Kung sino gindoro nga ginbayad sa mga lending, pero ginabi ko sabi, that means na wala ka balaga past due. Kung hanggot utang mo, hanggot mabayad mo, kung sino pinaka-highest nga mabayad nga member for the current year, January to December niya nga ano, amo naman siya ang lending aficionado. For the current year ni tanan nga mga ano ha?
Yes.
Binabasihan. Okay? Kaya kung pasihan mo pa nagligad, tapos kumata na to. Every year mo, ang operation is one mo. Sige. Diba? Sige.
We are also giving an award for the promising member, no? So this is given to a new member with exemplary support to cooperative. Ano yung criteria para sa promising member, ma'am?
Promising member. Pasabi ng amo na bala kung promising member ka, siyempre, nang gabayad ka, daw ginakuan mo man pero higher taas ka man, nagasibiyo ka man, nag-save ka man, nagabayad ka man ka utang mo, ay ka matpas due. Pero promising member ni iya, daw makita mo nga may other pag-isa nga ginasupport sa co-op balahaw. Sabi, nagligat to sino galing promising member ka.
Sir Paul Legasan, Ma'am Vic.
Ay, oo, si Sir Paul. Kita mo si Sir Paul, may iban pag ang mga ano galing si Sir Paul no mga services ni Sir Paul no giving support sa co-op pagid no luwas ang iya nga being a good member bisan mix siya mo promising member mix with extra support pagid ginhatag sa cooperative
exemplar.
Oo daw exemplar na bala.
Okay. So these are the
out of the associate.
Sige, GM.
Bali out of the associate members nga nagapatronize kay Co-op, siya ang may pinakataas nga gin-contribute for that year, ma'am, sa savings, CBU, and then may lending man siya.
Wala, ang promising member, gapili kita sa associate member nga nag-regular. No, diya kami nagakuha sang promising member. Sa associate member, nga gin-evaluate nga
for regular member.
Regular member. Sa regular sa associate nga gin-regular, may kapili kami kung sino ang promising sa ila. Sabi siya ang highest nga sa associate, siya ang highest nga financier. Siya ang highest nga sa saving, siya man ang sa saving enthusiast. No, sa associate member lang nga sa Canada lang maging classify into regular. Siya man ang sa lending aficionado. Amo na bala. So siya gid ang may duro nga exemplary support na nila. Daw siya gid bala sa tanan nga mix na tanan ang ginhimo ta nga gin convert sa from associate to naging classified into from associate to regular. Kung siya gid bala kung baga ang highest.
Okay. So take note guys that all of these special awards are given prizes at during the General Assembly. So we are giving cash prizes if you ever be part of the special award na. Pero isa lang diya katawo ang ginapili. Okay. Criteria will be set for every awarded by the BOD. The awardees will receive monetary awards which will be determined by the BOD subject to the availability of funds and certificate. And all the awardee declared by the committee is final and irrevocable. Okay, so we have the criteria for all of devotee must be a member of the cooperative for at least 2 years, patronizes all the services of the cooperative, and should continually build up capital, must have no past due account. So highest financier should be a co-member in good standing, must have put in the highest capital build up for the current year, and average monthly accumulated build up for the current year will be used in determining the highest financier. So savings enthusiast should be a co-op member in good standing, must have the highest savings deposit for the current year, must have maintained the minimum amount for savings deposit every month. Only the amount deposited for the month not withdrawn within 1 month may be qualified as savings, and the total amount deposited will be summed up for the whole year. So the monthly balance will be the basis. For lending aficionado, should be a co-op member in good standing, must have paid the highest amount for the lending program for the current year. For promising member naman, should be a co-op member in good standing, patronizes majority of the services of the cooperative, and should continually build up capital. So this is an example of your amortization schedule. If ever you wanted to have a loan, So as you can see, you have the date of the loan, the balance, konpera, and then you can see the amortization value for 10,000 pesos. Then the interest rate, that is 1.5. And then you have the MRF. So you have the MRF of the, that is 0.05. And then you can see the monthly due sa katapusan. Now, the monthly due, as you can see, is diminishing. Meaning to say, samtang nga nagabuhay nga bayad ko, utang mo naganaba ang ginabaydan. So, this is diminishing, this is for 10,000 pesos. Okay?
Amo na siya ang, kung pasabi, amo na mag-loan ka, amo na siya kung paano mag-compute na sa ledger, makita.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I think that is for the this is an example of the loan amortization schedule again himo para sa 10,000 pesos. This is good for 1 year. So I think ang amount ano naman, that depends on how many years you are going to pay for your loan. This is just a sample. Okay, so this one is the policy and guidelines for membership classification, no? Based in performance. So this is to classify members based on their contribution and performance in the affairs of the cooperative, to appreciate the members' efforts in helping the cooperative to achieve the laudable performance for that fiscal year, and to recognize the member for his performance as a member of ISCOF-MPC. So this will be the guideline for regular and associate members that will be classified into 4 categories based on qualification criteria during the performance year. So this year refers to the covered time where the members' participation is being addressed. The cutoff date is the last day of the fiscal year, so that is December 31. The member will be classified into gold, silver, bronze, and copper. So the qualification criteria for the classification are as follows. So attendance to meetings, general assembly, or special assembly or ownership meeting. Share or capital or the CBU, the savings, the lending patronization, and the store patronization. So these are the points that is given, no? 20, 15, 10, and 5. So may classification mo na sa guys. You just read in on how much. These are found in each bracket. Or most probably guys, just screenshot this so that you'll be referred. This will be a reference kung ano yung membership standing ninyo. So the points for every criteria will be summed up at the end of the year, and members will be classified on the following. So if you gained 86 to 100 points, gold membership ang ma-avail nimo. 71 to 85 points, silver ka. 51 to 80, bronze, and less than 50 is copper. So take note, if you are gold, silver, bronze, or copper, now the cooperative will be designating the services that they are going to give you. So the pareho man bala ka BDO, no, may platinum membership, may ano. So each membership may dyan man yung category nga service na pwede ma-avail naton. So that is why so that we can be you just follow our guidelines for being MIGs. Okay, so I think that is all. And this is the end of our session. Now, before we disperse, let me before anything else, let me guys, what are your questions? Let's hear your questions so that we can answer your query regarding the So while doing that, or you think about your questions, I'm going to post on the link for your attendance. Make sure to fill this up, guys. This will be the basis of your certificate na mabato ninyo sa na magamit ninyo as members sa cooperative. Okay? So let me please ask questions. Yes, ma'am.
Bas iba nag-left the group na why na? Dada patapos-tapos gid.
Ma'am, oo ma'am, ang ginambalan ko sa at the beginning of the webinar, ma'am, nga hindi anay magpanaw because I'm going to put the attendance pa nanda diya sa diya sa attendance nanda sa si Cesar, why doon din nagato si Cesar. Cesar, nasaan ka Cesar? Wala na si Cesar.
Mo pa nila matapos nga ma-attend man lang sila for 30 minutes.
Hello sir, noted.
Hello, sorry Cesar. Sorry Cesar, sabi ko nagpanaw ka doon.
Dapat nakakuha na. Dapat may monitor sa attendance para nga hindi nga 1 hour lang ilang matinan, hindi ko na ay mag-ano ha.
Hello ma'am, I'm sharing account with Ma'am Syra, ma'am.
Ay, sorry. Sorry
Cesar.
Ako
ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Abi ko nagdura ka doon Cesar, sorry. Oo. Nalipat ako gali, nag-imo gali ka mo. Okay, your attendance link guys is found at the chat box. You can click that right now and fill up the forms, please. so that I can prepare your certificates na and pass it to cooperative, to the cooperative. Okay? Okay, please take note nga if ever you are listening with your I'm sorry. If you're listening with your colleagues there or your friends, make sure to click the link gid nga tag-isa ka mo. Or you can fill up the link nga tag-isa gid so that attendance ninyo. Okay? Now, we are entertaining questions while you are filling up the forms. Questions, guys?
Ay, sa pagliha.
None, sir.
Amo ni siya ho. Yan nalila.
Na,
Sa co-op. Member sabi ko, upload member. Kasi mag-member kita sa co-op, kung mag-withdraw, hindi na kami magbaton ng mabalik naman kamo, ha?
okay.
Get? Tapos sabi member ka mo, after 5 years, ma-withdraw ka mo. Tapos mabalik naman ka mo. Why? Pag halin nyo, halingid ka mo. Unless nga may panggit nyo, I think, depende sa board na kung ano ang rason. Pero in generally, pag halin nyo sa pag-member nyo, pag withdraw nyo, hindi na kami magbato, liwat, balik. Tapos member ka. Kaya pala mo, pasabi withdraw mo nga kapital hanggod, then malamangan ta na ang co-op ka to. Muna siya bala. Okay?
Oo.
Wala nang member ka.
Mabudlay, guys.
Oo. Hindi mag-withdraw. Pag ang inyo nga CBO, hindi pwede ma-withdraw, ha? Kung buot baligyan nyo, ngita ka baligyan nyo. Hindi na, wala kay bala mo ang co-op, bala ang capitalization of the co-op sa inyo sa ato na CBO mo. Muna galing isa nga pang loan kami sa ibang bangko kung pero amo na ang sa co-op na philosophy. Once nag-member ka, hindi ka na makuwendo. Kung mag-withdraw ka, hindi ka nakabalik. Ano na siya?
Okay, so kailangan panumdumon din niyo guys kung nga pag na kamo sulod sa cooperative, hindi niyo pwede ma-withdraw ang CBU niyo insigida. So dapat if you want to move your money, you put it in your savings account, no? If you want to put up capital, you put up to your CBU.
So ang membership niyo, kung mag-withdraw ka mo ka membership, withdraw gid ka mo. Why hindi na kami hindi ko mag-apply ka naman balik, ha? Hindi na kami na magbaton.
Okay, ma'am, may cases nga ma'am, nga may nag-withdraw nga nagbalik pagid. Nga membership.
May case lang. Nga nag-ano, sinamong ka to daw. Hindi, why namon na-apply? Why naging approve? Why na siya gin-approve, di ba?
Okay.
Hi, Sir Ayan.
Yes, Cesar. Sir Cesar.
Yeah, mo, sir, you need permission.
Ay, sir, hindi klaro, sir, yung pamangkot. Ano, sir? Liwat, sir? Please, nag-echo, abi.
Sorry, sir. Yeah, imo nga link bala, sir, para sa attendance. Nagahamba nga you need permission.
Ay, sige. Wait lang.
Wala question? Wala sa mga question? Malive the group ko.
Okay, refresh nyo lang guys ang link liwat or sa browser ninyo close nyo anay kagi pa open liwat. So try nyo guys, sige. Okay na?
Yes, sir. Open na, sir.
Okay, sige. Nalipatan ko lang yun guys nga i-restrict sa ISCOF nga So sorry. Wala ko ma-configure. Okay, but sige. So questions please so that ari pa si Ma'am Katalogo kag si GM masabat namon ni pamangkot ninyo regarding sa concern sa cooperative. Ano guys, isa lang mambal ko no. Kaysa edad ninyo do karon mga bata pa kamo, I think it's a good start to earn, to save, no? Para nga at least kung edad na kamo, mag-retireable age na, kundi may kwarta kamo, may savings na nga you can actually use, no? So take note that when you're going to retire, you still need to have 5 years to so that your pension will come in. That is why it's good to have savings nga tulad pa lang, so that nga ma-prepare ninyo ang mga circumstances sa retirement ninyo. Other than that, there's a possibility for us nga ma-hospitalize every year. So that's another reason why are you going to save. So it's good if you have saved amount of money nga for in case of emergency, you can use it anytime. And then if you come on a trouble nga alang-alang gid nga you need money gid, syempre there are loan services that you can avail sa cooperative. So the cooperative will help us guys nga ma-achieve naton kung anong gusto naton. Pero let's be reminded that the cooperative also is a platform that is owned by everyone. That is why if you go on a loan, you must pay it on time also, no? And be a MIGS guide. If you just follow the MIGS guideline, so miguhay kita tanan, we are members in good standing. Aton ang cooperative na daya, every one of us is an organic member of the cooperative. So aton daya nga kooperatiba, that's why pangalagaan man aton daya kag tipigan na para hindi mapukan lagi kag we can still avail of the services. So I think that is a good statement, no, that I can give you. Any last words, GM? Si GM Anay, before kay Ma'am Katalugo.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. Am I loud and clear?
Yes, Ma'am.
Okay. I'm sorry if I can't talk too much this afternoon, no? Though medyo hindi lang man namin ang pamatsyag. But anyway, thank you for attending the pre-membership seminar sa atong cooperative. Hope nga everything was clear with you, ma'am and sirs. Clear man tanan. Kay wala man pamangkot, no? So clear man siguro para sa tanan. I just want to add, aside from our services like sa store, cafeteria, lending, may ara man kita ticketing. So this time do hindi pa kita ka-travel, no? So do wala panigawan nag-ato na ticketing, but anyway available gid ni siya anytime ang aton nga ticketing services. So kung may ara ka mo relatives or kamo man mismo may mga kadtuan nga need nyo tickets, plane tickets or sa barko man may ara gid available sa aton nga cooperative. So primarily the purpose of our cooperative is to serve its members. And one way of serving its member is nagalend si co-op sang money sa kay member nga nagakinahanglan. And since nagalend money si co-op sa members, your character is also important to us as members. So, sa tanan nga nag-attend sa buong hapon, gina-encourage kinamon kamo to join our cooperative. In that way, maka-help kami sa inyo at the same time kamo man maka-help sa other members ng cooperative. So, amala do siguro mabilin ko sa inyo. Thank you, good Sir Ayan, sa time nimo.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome.
Our Vice Chairman of the Board of Directors. Thank you, Ma'am Vic, for being with us this afternoon.
Ay, nag-plug in ka na sa kon mo? Ang ticketing ka na, nag-plug in ka?
Ma'am.
Oo.
And sir, basi may ara sa ila, ma'am, nga gusto. Kag feel free sa pagkadto sa office for inquiries, sa pag-apply. Ready gid ang atong application form anytime. Ang atong galing office is open Monday to Thursday 8 to 3 p.m. Tungod nga kon Friday naga-disinfect kita. Thank you, kids, sa inyo tanan. May God bless us all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. GM.
Thank you.
Thank you, good. Our BOD, Vice Chairman, Ma'am Marvic. Ma'am, do you have
Yes, ma'am.
something, ma'am, to say before we part ways?
Sige. Sa ano no, sa mga nag-attend sa amon nga PMS, I hope nga naintindihan ninyo kung ano gid ang purpose ng cooperative, no? It's not only nga manghulam kita, but mag-save kita for sa ato mga future para man sa sa makabulig man sa iba nato nga mga membro, no? Ang gina pangayo lang namon nga dapat ng we should all be mix, no? Para nga dasig mag-grow ang aton nga cooperative. No? Sige. Then, thank you for attending and your interest to join a cooperative. Good afternoon and keep safe. May God bless us all.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. One last thing. Just in case hindi magana yung link natin, please open your camera na lang, no? So for attendance na lang siguro, no? So that I can put it in the screen. Please, pero make sure lang gid nga you just try to submit the form pagid, no? There's an error kay sa .edu dang account, guys, naka ano. Pero kung ano lang gid man karon, I will create another link. I-submit ko lang liwat. Ihatag ko lang kay Danis, si Danis lang kay Danis lang yan. Or ang tanan ninyo, guys, nga faces nga di atawan ta kamo ka. Pangitawan ta kamo sa Facebook. And tagaan ta kamo link liwat. Okay? So if ever ang link hindi magana, kay I have made it sa .edu account. So mula na guro. Okay, anyway, thank you. Please open your camera for attendance, no? And then please share the attendance link sa karon hindi naton. Anyway, we are naisip ko 11 kamo, guys, nga diya sa screen ko. Iano ko lang siya, i-change layout para nga duro yung maka
11.
Yes, ma'am. 11 kabilog.
Final sa 11 yung nag-attend this.
Oo.
Oo.
Okay, print screen ko lang, ma'am, dali lang. Okay. 1 2 3 na. Okay. Wait lang. So Word, wait lang. Copy paste ko lang, guys, ha. And then ang sa wait lang. Okay, another. Okay, smile, guys. 1 2 3. Okay, thank you. Thank you for attending you can please bye-bye. Thank you so much for attending. And